Yo, what's up? It's your boy D Dot with Major Music ENT and IcebreakerRadio.com. You know what time it is. It's Monday. It's my favorite time of the week, actually. I know it's not so much for a lot of other people, but me personally, every Monday is something to do. And when I'm saying that, it's production. It's the Producer's Corner Monday night, 7 p.m. Central Time. We give out some free game, yo. Music marketing, pro audio, and engineering. Today I'm gonna just really talk about, a whole number of things, man. I mean, I guess to sum it up, just really, where's your focus at? Because a lot of guys, they want to be entertainers, they want to rap, they want to make beats, but I've come across the last couple of days some guys on the internet. First of all, it's 2013. And if you consider yourself an artist or producer and you don't have any music online, that's the first place you're going wrong. I mean, it's not like the 90s where, you make a demo and you send it in to a label and, hope they listen to it and contact you back. I mean, I've said it on past videos already that probably in the next 5, 10, 15 years, there will probably be no more labels. So guys really need to learn how to be independent, how to run as a label. And with that being said, I'm going to use this example. So you have to really focus on building a team. And what I mean that is you go to Walmart, you go to McDonald's, you go to, I'll use the Walmart for example. You go to Walmart, you don't ever see just one person doing a cash register, stocking merchandise, working in a warehouse, managing the whole place. No, it takes a whole team to do that. So that's the first thing. Now, sometimes that may require you to spend money out of your pocket. Sometimes it may not. You might be able to barter something. I mean, I've had artists contact me, say, hey, I do graphics. Maybe we can work something out. You give me 1 or 2 beats. I do a flyer or album cover for you. And you see, now that right there, that's cool because they're offering something in return to y'all kind of basically fulfilling a need that both of you have, rather than a lot of artists, for example, will hit up a producer. Oh man, come on man, give me a free beat, man. I'm gonna pay you back whenever we get large. Oh man, I don't usually buy beats. And again, that's cool too, but a lot of producers, this is the way they eat. It's the way they keep the lights on. It's by selling something that they're passionate about. And not everybody's going to be willing to give away something free all the time. And that's really where artists have to realize that doing this music is really something that you have to make sure you have a lot of funding for yourself. Well, I ain't going to say necessarily a lot of funding, but you can do little simple things like start yourself a SoundCloud, a Reverb, YouTube. Even if you have a little bit of money, maybe open your own personal website, because that's really the things that a lot of labels are kind of looking for, because you still have some people that are getting signed. I know a couple of minutes ago I said labels will probably be closing in the next couple of years, and I stand by that. But there are still people getting signed off of singles right now. I mean, you look for example, singles and mixtapes. You look at Trinidad James. He had a mixtape 2 years ago I think 200,000 downloads. That's really how he got signed. Why? Because he had his music online, and the labels could have went and see, oh, okay, this guy's really legit. Let's sign him. But a lot of these guys today, they call themselves artists and producers, and they don't have any music online, or they might have a song. I had one artist shoot me a link the other day. Looked like he he might have recorded that song on his cell phone. It just sounded so bad. I mean, it wasn't mixed down properly. It wasn't mastered. It just sounded really bad, and he had that on his website. And, we've all been there. I've been there, too. I mean, this mic right here, it's $99. I recorded my first project on it, 3-4 years ago on it. didn't sound very well, and I learned the hard way. I got a better mic now, but it's through trial and error, and you're gonna go through some of those things. I was once naive too to the fact that, hey, you gotta spend a little bit money here and there if you want some quality. And it kind of goes back. I want to kind of rewind to just building a team. I mean, that's really important, not only for giving you time to really free up yourself to do other things, but as far as growing your network, that's something that's really crucial. The last thing I want to cover is online. Try not to spam people as well. I mean, some of the things, I keep talking about it, and it's something that's probably never going to go away because you got too many guys that are just too ignorant and don't really research how marketing is supposed to be done in a proper manner, and get online and tweeting links and inboxing people links. And don't you know, it's a whole lot easier to pay somebody else to cover a lot more ground than wasting time online. You're doing work, but again, you could be paying somebody else to do that while you're maybe in the studio working on something else, or you're out in the streets making connections with other people. You see, a lot of guys think they're really doing something, but that's not productive. Staying online, in fact, it's annoying. I mean, I know I've had to delete many people for just repeatedly shooting me links, and I try to listen to people's music when I have time, but there's just some days I got too much to do on my end, and I'm a guy that you support what I do, I'll support what you do in return. If I've never seen you support what I do not one time, then chances are I probably won't really pay attention to what you're doing. You just got to make sure you're really, that kind of goes along the lines when I was talking earlier about building relationships and growing your network. That's one of the things you got to do. One other bonus, and I kind of got this from a producer yesterday. It never really hit me. I was watching another producer's video, and the last piece is the guys, and really anybody that's an artist or producer, that you're taking your album cover pictures with Instagram. Now that's you can't do that. You can't cut corners like that. I mean, pay a photographer, get yourself some nice quality photos. Hell, you can buy these days, you can go to Best Buy and buy a camera for $100 that'll shoot some pretty decent quality photos. Maybe even get some good quality HD video out of it as well. But the fact is we live in an era where people want to become stars. People say they're business people, but they don't want to spend money and invest in what they're doing. And music is one of those things where you don't have to have much overhead costs to really get going, but you got to make some investments here and there, whether it's the photography, the videos, the beats, the studio, the mastering. You're going to have to spend some money somewhere along the way if you really want to get your project out there and rolling. And what guys need to start understanding is you can't continue to cut corners. You got to really face things head on, and it's really going to pay off in the end. I'm not going to keep this video rolling and talk your ears off. Really just going to kind of recap everything. Having an online presence is the key. It's 2013. There's no reason as an artist or producer you shouldn't either have a YouTube going, a SoundClick, a Reverb, SoundCloud, just a spot where people can hear your music. I mean, you have to have your music online. I talked a little bit about how sure labels aren't signing a whole lot of people these days, but they also do their research. Hey, does this guy have a lot of hits? Does this guy have a nice following? Well, maybe we need to talk to him. If they don't see any of that stuff, they won't reach out to you. And it's not just with labels. It's also radio stations, whether it's locally or online. They look at those things as well. If you have a large following, they may reach out to you for an interview or anything else, maybe performing at some kind of event. You just never know. You got to always be on your game. The other piece is building yourself a network. You can't do all the work by yourself. You can't be the promoter. You can't be the producer. You can't be the manager. You can't be the graphic designer. And I know a lot of people. I wear a lot of hats too, but I also have the luxury of working in the circle of a lot of people that I know other people that can do certain things that can help benefit my career, and vice versa. I can help them in some ways as well. So you always want to not necessarily aside from the whole team thing is if you don't really have the capital to put forward, you want to have something you can barter with people with, because the whole thing of, oh, I'm gonna pay you back whenever we get large, I mean, that's tired. That's a bunch of bullshit, and guys don't really realize how tired that line is. Nobody wants to hear that anymore. I mean, ain't nobody got time for that. Then the last thing is don't spam people. I mean, I personally, what I do online is I maybe have some automatic tweets rolling all day, and then I might post something on my Facebook, but I always give the people the choice. I mean, there's a lot of people on both my networks that I've worked with, I've went to school with, I met somewhere along the way, and they genuinely support what I do. And then there's just some other people that go to any site that I'm associated with, like I talked about it earlier. You want to make sure your music is everywhere, and they ended up following me, and they're an honest fan of the work that I do. So you don't never want to force people into listening to your music type thing, because if you're patient enough, the things are gonna come. Everything's gonna come. I've been doing this since 2006, and I've learned from trial and error, and things have gotten a lot better just from tweaking and adjusting some of the things that I do. I really hope some of these things can help you. Please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Also, tune in to the radio show tonight, The Producer's Corner, 7 p.m. Central Time on icebreakerradio.com. We will be going in about music marketing, pro audio, and engineering. We welcome all artists, all producers. We're here to help. We're here to answer any questions. Follow me on Twitter at DEEDOT81 or at Major Music Beats. Been another video blog which you borrowed from MajorMusicENT.com. She borrowed D. Real quick, want to just shout out the team, Big Rich, Trade, Chosen, and Corey. And hope you guys join us tonight on A Producer's Corner. Have a great week. I'll be bringing you guys more videos every day, and I appreciate the continued support. Yeah.